third wrong pick of the night. We had Brian Ortega versus Diego Lopes. Brian Ortega coming off of a win against Yair Rodriguez, where he finished him off with an arm triangle. Then Diego Lopes. Look, I know that he went up against 50K Ige recently. It was on the shortest notice, though, for 50K Ige. Literally the morning of the card, they're like, hey,
not even the
Ortega's
morning.
sick. The afternoon, something like that, right? Where they're like, hey, Ortega's
like 2
sick,
hours.
dude. Like, can you fill in? He's like, yeah, dude, I was on the couch anyways, not doing anything. Like, I'll stop by.
And a couple
And
blocks away.
Yeah. And it went to a decision. And so I thought, like, this is a pretty big jump in competition. I'm not saying Brian Ortega is the absolute world beater of the division, but he's gone up against some of the best of the best. I mean, going into this, he lost to Max Holloway and Volkanovski. Sure, he lost to Yair Rodriguez, but that was because his shoulder popped out or whatever. But I thought this is a pretty big jump, right? So I think I underestimated Diego Lopes.
Yeah, and the theme for this one was like Mexican independence, right? So like you got the I don't know what you call it. The ring girls looked sick though. They had the bullet straps and stuff.
Yeah,
pretty sick. I put a picture of each themed ring girl because I thought it was cool. It's like
I see.
It's a cool thing to do with ring girls, you know.
Yeah,
it's better. Than,
I mean, hey, give me Ariane Celeste though.
How dare you? She's retired.
But yes, Brian Ortega.
Yeah, this. How about this? Give me this.
Going against Diego Lopes, who's a Brazilian honorary Mexican, though he's training out of Mexico as well.
I thought he was half Brazilian, half Mexican.
I think he was just Brazilian. He trains in Mexico, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I thought he was like 50-50. I could be wrong.
Maybe he claims Mexico. I don't know.
Hey, he does now. That overhand right to left hook combo. This shot right here lands flush, obviously. There's no way that punch is not going to land flush because Brian's literally just standing there. It cracks him.
It looks like he's about to kiss his fist.
Yeah, I mean, he did. He did kiss his fist.
Yeah.
Hits him, turns him around as he's
we
falling.
We didn't even talk about Marab's kisses.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's too late now. We can't go back. But that was one of the funniest moments I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, so good.
But there's the left hook that does land right on the forehead. Ganska says, I believe Ramiro's right, so maybe he is just honorary Mexican.
Yeah, honorary. We accept him,
but
in the draft, we'll take him.
In the draft, remember the Chappelle show?
That's what I'm talking about. So good. Yeah, but dude, that combo,
the entire Wu-Tang Clan.
So good. People that haven't watched it are like, what are they talking about? Yeah. But Lopes lands that big overhand right, and as Ortega's kind of like stumbling off to his side, lands that left hook flush, and that's beautiful, like primo striking, man. Because instead of Lopes landing or throwing where Ortega is, he lands the right, and he's like, dude, I'm gonna make him stumble off this one, and he throws the left exactly where he's gonna be. Down low. And I thought that was such a beautiful combo. And in my mind, Will, I'm like, hey, just how we drew it up. You know what I mean? Ortega takes a little licking to start off, gets a little wobbled, you know. Sometimes he hurts his ankle before he even starts the fight. And then he goes in and he starts ramping up as the fight goes on.
Yeah, he's a comeback kid, dude. He's tough as nails. He goes down. Lopes attacks him, hits him with some gnarly shots, busts him open on the ground. Ortega does land this sick ass up kick, which was really cool. And
his best strike of the night,
without a doubt. Lopes eats it for breakfast. They stand up. He kicks him flush in the side of the head. And Ortega eats that for breakfast because Ortega's got a fucking chin on him.
Dude, I don't know how he does it, man. Just heart.
It's crazy, dude.
Pure heart.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
I don't think he knew where he was at after that first combo in that first round.
No, he looked up at the sphere screen and was just like, what's happening? Did I die?
Oh, dude.
Poor guy. But yeah, outside of that, the whole rest of the fight kind of slowed down after that first round. And Rogan was talking about how Ortega was like piecing up Lopes for the rest of the fight for some reason. His hands look so good, where he's like throwing both punches at the same time and like really just landing with like his arms and not stepping into anything. Meanwhile, like Lopes was just really just piecing him up the whole fight. I mean, he stayed in the fight. It was competitive up until the end. But Lopes kind of solidified the fact that he's top 5. I think Ortega was ranked number 3. And there's some controversy there because everyone thought he should have been stripped because he was there's not stripped, but taken out of the rankings because he was inactive for so long. But then he came back and beat Yair. So it's like, all right, I guess he is 3. And then so Diego Lopes beats him. So
Diego
close, man.
Lopes, fantastic job with the calf kicks as well.
Yes, dude.
And then
Ortega's shin, dude.
Oh yeah, it was all swollen.
Dude, it looked like it was like a bag attached to his shin.
Gnarly,
nasty.
My last note of that fight was Ortega showed heart, but Lopes showed skill.
Classic Ortega fight.
Classic. All right. Props to Diego Lopes. To your point, he moves up to number 3 more than likely. Who you lining him up against?
I don't know, man, but let me think about that. But while I think about that, how crazy is it that he's now going to be ranked above Evloev, who he made his UFC debut against and lost. And
funny
since
the way
then
things work out sometimes, man.
Destroyed everybody. Yeah, I don't know what you do. They're going to do Max versus Topuria. Volkanovski said in a video last night that he said that his next fight is for the title. So I'm guessing he's facing the winner of that fight. So you have to do a title eliminator, I guess. But if he just beat Ortega, like, I mean, the only people above him are Volkanovski, Max, and we've seen this before where you don't just take the ranking, right? So maybe he's not going to be 3, he'll be 5 or something, and maybe he fights someone like Yair or Arnold Allen.
I'm happy though that this went down, and while I'm an Ortega fan, it's like, hey, time to start moving, huh? These top 5 in this division, it's been the same top 5 for a long time, so it's nice to see some new blood in there, man.
Until Volk beats him and he has to go back down.
For real, dude.
I think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna force Volk to fight Lopes. I think is what's gonna happen. Because it's fucked up to have him fight Yair when Ortega literally just beat Yair and he just beat Ortega. And then Arnold Allen, I don't think you do that. I don't know what they're gonna do with him. Yeah. I feel like the Volkanovski fight makes the most sense. Make that a number 1 contender fight. But if they've already promised, well, we know UFC promises work, so maybe they don't give Volkanovski a title shot next. I don't know. You know what the worst timeline is? You know what the worst timeline is?
What?
Is if, to your point, finally get things moving. If Max beats Topuria and they're like, Max, come up to lightweight again. We want you to do something cool at lightweight. And then the whole division's just waiting for another one.
I can see that happening, though.
Give me this, though. They couldn't do the Spain fight in time. If Topuria beats Max, if they can somehow do Topuria versus Diego Lopes in Spain, that shit would be so sick.
That would actually
be awesome.
Hey everybody, Romero and Will here. Thank you so much for watching that short clip. It's just a small clip of what we covered this last Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to check out the full fight card recap, the link is in the description, and it's going to be on screen at the end here. Don't forget to go back and watch our fighter interviews that we have. And don't forget to tune in live every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, and you can join in on the fun.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It goes a long way. All right, everybody, thanks for watching that short clip from Story of the Fight.